Today on Camp Outside, we're going to talk about hard-sided tackle boxes, when they are a great option for fishing. We're going to take a look at 3 of Plano's hard-sided tackle boxes right now on Camp Outside. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. Well, I have a love affair with fishing gear. I don't know about you, but I just love it. I love to buy it. I love to use it. I love to collect it. And guys, I have a lot of it. And when I have a lot of fishing gear, I need to stay organized. And one of the best ways to organize your line, your tackle, your fishing tools, all that stuff, is to have a good tackle box. And you might need a big tackle box if you have a lot of tackle. You might need a small tackle box if you don't have a lot of tackle. Or if you do a lot of different types of fishing, you might want different tackle boxes for different things. For instance, I do a lot of freshwater fishing. I do a lot of saltwater fishing. My freshwater tackle and my saltwater tackle aren't in the same box, right? I don't want to expose my freshwater tackle to the salt air and then have a bunch of rusty hooks on my freshwater baits. And so my freshwater tackle never goes saltwater fishing. And there's no point in taking my saltwater gear freshwater fishing for the most part. There are some things, guys, that I use in both fresh and saltwater. And so, I have to have some of that in each tackle box. There are other times to have different tackle boxes too, guys. Sometimes you might want to target a specific species of fish. Like I do some walleye fishing when I'm up north. I have a specific tackle box dedicated to walleye fishing. Or maybe you're doing some trout fishing or something like that and you want a specialized box for that. There's all kinds of reasons to have multiple tackle boxes. The other reason that I would say is a great reason to go with something like this is that kids always want their own tackle box. As a matter of fact, both of these are my son's tackle boxes, and I had to clean them up for this video because we've had them a while and they got dirty and nasty. But my kids, when they went fishing, they didn't want to fish out of Dad's tackle box, even though Dad's tackle box has everything they could possibly need. They didn't want to fish out of Dad's tackle box. They wanted to fish out of their own tackle box. So, of course, we had to get tackle boxes. And then Dad had to outfit those tackle boxes so that they had their own hooks and lures and baits and worms and whatever. And so that allowed me to have a whole bunch of different tackle boxes to cover in this video. And guys, I'm a huge fan of Plano. So I have their 2-tray tackle box, I have their 3-tray tackle box, and I also have their 6-tray tackle box. So we're gonna take a look at these and go over the pros and cons of these boxes. Right now, let's start with the 2-tray. So I love the 2-tray tackle box. It's a nice size tackle box. It's really lightweight, easy to carry, great for kids, great starter tackle box. And this is my oldest son's first tackle box. So really like it. It's really well made. It's got some pretty sturdy plastic. These things aren't indestructible, but they're pretty close. I haven't broken one, and my sons haven't broken one, so that's pretty amazing. So I'll just go there. So simple tackle box, and it has a couple of little shallow storage trays. You could put hooks up there, or maybe some small baits or something like that, but not very deep at all. And then the reason it's a 2-tray tackle box is because it has 2 trays. So as I open this up, we'll go over the top tray and the middle tray first. So you can see lots of different options. You can actually put these little dividers in or leave them out for longer baits versus shorter baits. But this is a really nice tackle box. Great for shorter crankbaits and then maybe some longer crankbaits down here. We've put leaders in here and different things, and then it's got a nice basic bottom where you can store pliers, extra fishing line, bobbers, you know, whatever you might want to put in the bottom of the tackle box. So great all around beginner tackle box. Or this is a great tackle box if you are doing like a species specific thing. Like if I was doing something where I was setting up for, you know, a single species of fish, maybe I wanted to target walleye, or maybe one of the things I like to do is I like to use ultralight fishing gear for crappie or trout or pan fishing, you know, bluegill, that kind of thing. For a great, you know, ultralight fishing gear box, you can put a ton of like Mep spinners in here and Panther Martins and, you know, small baits and Johnson beetle spins and all that kind of stuff in here for small fish fishing with ultralights. So I have a box very similar to this set up for my ultralight fishing, which I absolutely love. So even if you are, you know, big, long time fisherman and you've got the massive tackle bags and all that stuff, sometimes having a dedicated tackle box to a single style of fishing is a great way to go. So that's the 2 tray. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 3 tray box. And one of the things that I should mention, guys, is there's also a 1 tray box that I don't have. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll add it to my lineup. But the 2 tray is blue and the 3 tray has a green lid. And I think the 1 tray is a maroon lid. That might change though. Color schemes tend to change on things. The models stay the same, but the colors can change over time. So that's just, you know, what it is right now. This box is set up very similar to the 2 tray box. It does have the same little shallow trays. This box is a little bit bigger. You know, in depth, width, and height as well because of the 3rd tray. But we'll go ahead and open it up. And as I open this up, you'll see, you know, again, 3 trays, very similar setup. Oops. Very similar setup to the 2 tray box, but it does have, you know, a little bit bigger of an opening, you know, over here. And then it's got a second large, you know, opening down here. These dividers here are removable so that you have more bigger bait slot options, as well as more little trays for split shot, hooks, your terminal tackle, barrel swivels, you know, that kind of thing. And then a even bigger, you know, bottom tray for extra line, your pliers, fish grippers, you know, whatever tools that you might want to carry, a scale, a ruler, you know, all that stuff. So these are, again, really nice options. This is another great option, again, if you want to do some single species targeting, or you just, you know, maybe you're starting out or you're hooking up a kid with their first tackle box. You can get a lot of storage in this 3 tray box. It holds a lot of tackle, guys. And quite honestly, sometimes, I mean, yeah, you can carry the big tackle bags, or you can even carry a big tackle box like this. But sometimes, man, when I'm walking down, like especially if I'm bank fishing, if I'm going camping somewhere and I'm bank fishing, I don't want to carry, you know, 100 pounds of fishing gear. I want just what I need to fish for the next 2 or 3 hours. And most of the time, guys, I can take everything I want for a day of fishing in a box like this. The other thing that I like to do is, if I'm on my boat, I want everything. I want everything that I've got. But if I'm jumping on somebody else's boat and I'm going fishing with them, or I'm going, you know, like bank fishing or something else, I want a little go box where I don't have to take everything. That's where these are really handy. So with that, let's take a look at the 6 tray box. I'm going to change the camera around a little bit once we open it up, but I'm going to just do this for now. So this, guys, is the 6 tray box, and it's called a hip top box. And that's because these kind of open like that, like a clamshell. And then they have a groove that they sit in. One of the downsides of these is that they are not perfectly waterproof. They do a pretty good job of keeping water out, but they are not perfectly waterproof because of this design. These tend to do a lot better at keeping water out. But if you're in a big rainstorm, or if you leave this in your boat and you're going down the road in a rainstorm, you know, water can get in these, so you're going to want to open them up and dry them out. I made a huge mistake in not doing that with a hip top tackle box, and then had a rusty mess on my hands because I forgot, put the boat in the barn, left the tackle box in the boat, and then came back, you know, a while later and opened it up, and it was an absolute mess. So just, you know, word of caution there. But guys, if you want a hard-sided tackle box and you've got a lot of tackle, like you know that you would need, you know, 3 of these or more to get everything in a single box, you know, these 6-tray boxes are awesome. Built pretty well, nice carry handle, but guys, there are limitations, right? If you are thinking about, you want to go deep sea fishing, right? And so you're carrying, you know, 4 and 5 ounce lead weights, and you're carrying a whole lot of them. This handle's only going to hold so much, right? So you might want to think about a different system if you're carrying super heavy gear. But for the majority of fishermen who are targeting, you know, bass, walleye, crappie, trout, even saltwater like you know, snook, redfish, sea trout, sheep's head, stripers, whatever you're targeting, guys, you know, for the most part, this is a fantastic box. Let me get it open. I'm going to adjust the camera so you can see down inside it, and then we'll go from there. So we've got the boxes open here, and I decided I would go ahead and add the 3-tray box and the 2-tray box so you can get an idea of size. This 6-tray box is huge, and it's brand new, so I haven't put any of the dividers in. So I've got to cut all these dividers loose and then go ahead and put them in. But just to give you an idea, this gives you plenty of room. So down here, ample storage for, again, all of your fishing tools, extra line, you know, pliers, line cutters, a fish gripper, you know, bobbers, floats, anything big that you would need to store in there, you can certainly store in there. Or you can even get additional tackle storage and put it in there, like little 3,500 boxes or something like that. And then, you know, some nice, you know, trays here, you know, big trays. You could put, you know, bags of soft plastics in there. You know, bigger trays, you know, great for, you know, spinner baits or buzz baits or that kind of thing. And then, of course, you know, plenty of spots for, you know, single, you know, hard baits, you know, your crankbaits, you know, that kind of thing, rattle traps. You can leave this open and you know, leave it, you know, for bigger stuff, or you can put the dividers in. Again, more space over here for some of your longer baits, you know, nice big open spot here. That's a great spot for extra fishing line. Nice long spot here, and then more, you know, smaller, you know, spots for hard baits or whatever you want to put in there. The trays fold in, which is pretty nice. The thing that is surprising on this box is that there are no supports under these trays. It's all in the, you know, these pieces here. There's nothing that comes up to support the trays. So you're gonna wanna be cautious in how much weight you put in, especially over here, because there's nothing holding that up. There are other hip roof tackle box designs that offer some support right down in here, but it's pretty sturdy, and I don't think you're gonna have much of a problem. Most fishing tackle is pretty light, especially your baits. Anything heavy you're gonna want down in here anyway. And then as it closes up, to give you an idea how the roof works, you can see this part has a channel that this goes in, so it closes over the top, and then it's got latches on the sides, right? Now, since I've got the other ones open, let's go ahead and slide the 3-tray box here. And I just wanted to show you, this is what I'm talking about, the support in the lid. So when this opens up, this sits right on that lid to offer some support. And because there's no weight in this box, it can get a little top heavy, but very simple way to go. And both the 2 tray and the 3 tray have those shelf supports. Well, guys, there you have it. I mean, that's a look at 3 of the hard-sided tackle boxes from Plano. The 1 tray box is smaller than this, and again, is a great option if you need even smaller than the 2 tray. Because I wouldn't hesitate in getting these. These are fantastic. They have a lot of uses here in my tackle room. They have the use of great tackle boxes for kids. They are extra tackle storage for me, so sometimes they don't even go fishing. I just load extra tackle in there, and then I use them as supply boxes to restock the tackle boxes and tackle bags that I use. They are species-specific boxes, so if, like I said, if I'm going trout fishing, I grab my trout box. If I go in crappie fishing, I grab my crappie box. If I'm going, those are also called specs down here in the South, if you aren't familiar with what crappie are. But bottom line is, guys, is there are tons and tons of uses. So don't think, like, especially if you're really getting into fishing and you are just adding tackle at a fast pace, don't think that you have to get one giant tackle bag that carries everything. It is great to diversify and have specific boxes for specific uses. So guys, I'm going to put links down in the description below to where you can pick up these. I'm actually going to include a link to the 1 tray box, the 2 tray box, the 3 tray box, and the 6 tray hip top box, all from Plano. Highly recommend all of them. They are great boxes. And I'm going to put links down in the description below where you can pick one up. They are affiliate links, guys, so if you use my link to purchase, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's a great way to support Camp Outside. We get a little commission on the sale. I'm going to put links directly from Plano. I am an affiliate with Plano, and so I'm going to put links from Plano. And if I have any applicable promotional discounts, I'm going to put that with the link as well. So like if it's 10% off or whatever, I'm going to put a link there. I'm also going to put links to Amazon because I know a lot of you guys just want to buy your stuff off Amazon. That's cool. And then I've also, if I've got affiliates for others like Bass Pro Shops or whatever, I'll include those links as well. Different boxes are supplied by different people at different times. So just keep that in mind. Just because one retailer might be sold out doesn't mean another retailer doesn't have it. So, be sure to check all the links and buy from the place of your choice. Guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. We want to help moms and dads take their kids camping, hiking, fishing, learn about nature, and develop a conservation ethic. We want to help you get you and your kids outside. I know that this video is probably super rudimentary for the experienced angler. You guys probably already are knee-deep in tackle systems and have what works for you. This video is primarily focused on the moms and dads who are just starting to get their kids outside and want to add fishing to their repertoire. It's also geared towards campers who are thinking, hey, I wouldn't mind adding a little bit of fishing gear to my camper. What should I get? What makes sense? And for folks who are just overwhelmed when they look at all their fishing tackle and like, how am I going to organize this? So if any of those people are you, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon that notifies you when we release new videos. I've got a lot of gear reviews for Plano coming, guys. I kind of went nuts on their website and ordered a bunch of stuff for organizational purposes for not only my fishing gear, but also for the cargo camper. So I got some of their sportsman's trunks and some dry boxes and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to be doing some gear reviews on tackle storage, camping gear storage, all that stuff, just to kind of help stay organized when you're outdoors. If you have any questions about anything you saw today, drop some in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Or you can connect with me at my other social media. I'm on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and X. Or you can connect with us at our website at campoutside.com. Guys, just a reminder, take a kid fishing, because one day when you're old, they may just take you. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.